Hello everyone! Recently the Oscar nominations came out and I wanted to talk about them. Obviously I'm a movie review channel and the Oscars are kind of a big deal in the film world, although they're kind of stupid and pointless and kind of dumb. But hey, let's talk about them. To be frank, the Oscars are basically just an industry award show party for an industry, for film, the film industry. So they're really not anything that special, but I think they're fun to talk about. I have a lot of fun watching the Oscars, making fun of the celebrities, yelling at the screen when my prediction doesn't come true and my friend's does, and so on and so forth. I think they're a fun time, but I want to talk about some of the picks. I want to talk about some of the picks that I would have done and some of my predictions for the Oscars. I'm not going to go through every single category because that will take forever because there's way too many categories. Some of them are really stupid, like 2 sound categories or a category for best animated movie and so on and so forth. But this video seems like it's almost a prelude to my best of 2017 or best of 2016 list for that matter. My best of 2016 list will be coming out pretty soon, probably around when the Oscars airs, actually. But this is going to give me a little chance to talk about some of the movies that I didn't get to talk about this year and tell you some of my predictions. And yeah, let's just get into it. Let's start off by talking about Best Director. Best Director, the 5 nominees for the Oscars were Denis Villeneuve for The Arrival, Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge, Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea, La La Land, Jamie and Giselle, and Moonlight, Barry Jenkins. My pick for this category, my prediction for the winner, I think is going to be Damien Chazelle for La La Land.
You're fired. It's Christmas. Yeah, I see the decorations.
It's the perfect Oscar movie. I think the movie is great on its own, but it's a perfect Oscar movie. It's a love letter to cinema. It's a story mostly about the director, and there's a lot of great choreography, a lot of singing and dancing along with it, and a lot of scene transitions and complex moving scenes, lots of moving parts. So I think Damien Chazelle is going to win for this one, for this category. I think... But this category is kind of interesting. There's 3 movies on here that I think are legitimately well-directed. The Arrival, La La Land, and Moonlight. Hacksaw Ridge and Manchester by the Sea are kind of odd to me because they're both movies that are kind of dull directing. A lot of them are just putting a camera on a tripod and then pointing it at the subject. Like in Hacksaw Ridge, there's even a moment when it's filmed like a comedy where there's 2 guys talking and a guy kind of just rappels down, and it's shot like a comedy in a dramatic war movie. So I wouldn't say that it's very well directed. I think the action's done well, but that only takes up like a third, maybe even less of the movie. So Mel Gibson's a weird choice for this. I don't know why he was picked for this movie. Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea is the same way. A lot of the time it's just shot on a tripod, and sometimes it was even shot like a comedy. There's really nothing cinematic about Manchester by the Sea, and you could say that it's because it's real. It's because it's a realistic drama, but it's really not. So Kenneth Lonergan and Mel Gibson are weird choices for this category. I know they're the typical Oscar candidates, but I think if I could replace those 2, I would put in Chan-wook Park for The Handmaiden. I think he gave one of the best directed movies of the year. It's incredibly well done, and since they've already included it on here, I would pick Martin Scorsese for Silence. I think his direction is incredibly precise and understated. For me, it's a 2017 movie, but that would be my category. Just take those 2 out and put Chan-wook Park and Martin Scorsese in. They deserve it more than Mel Gibson does. It's really bizarre. In the end, my prediction for the Oscars is Damien Chazelle. That's all that matters, right? Here we go. Here's the big ones that everyone loves talking about. The actress and actor in a supporting role. We'll start out with actress. There's only one actress in the movie that I haven't seen. That's Meryl Streep in Florence Flaws Rambers. And for everyone else, I have seen Isabelle Huppert in Elle is great. Ruth Negga, or however you say that. Loving is fine. La La Land, Emma Stone is great. Natalie Portman and Jackie is great. Meryl Streep, I don't know, so I can't say too much about her. I would replace Ruth Negga and Meryl Streep immediately, though. I don't care for their performance. I don't care for Ruth's performance. I think for the first hour of Loving, she doesn't say a single word, so why is she even nominated? She doesn't do, like, anything. Replace her immediately with Rebecca Hall in Christine. I think Rebecca Hall's performance in Christine is a landmark for her. I think she was incredible in that movie. Replace Meryl Streep with Amy Adams from Arrival. She was really, really great. She gets better. Her performance gets better every time you watch the movie. So replace her with Amy Adams. Replace Negga with Rebecca Hall, and you've got, I think, a great category. My vote, it's just a tough one. My prediction for the Oscars, I know Isabelle Huppert won for the Golden Globe, and I think she might just take it here. I'm gonna vote for Isabelle Huppert. She's kind of the she's a great actress, and she does a great performance, and she's kind of the Oscar kind of actress. So I think she'll win. I think Isabelle Huppert. That's my prediction.
Sérieux, votre maison?
Et vous avez vu son visage?
Non, il portait un masque ou une espèce de cagoule de ski.
Tu la raccompagnes, hein? Non, c'est pas la peine.
It's my slammin' prediction. Now let's move on to Best Actor. This one I have a little bit more thoughts on than the supporting roles for sure. Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea, Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge, Ryan Gosling, La La Land, Viggo Mortensen, Captain Fantastic, and Denzel Washington in Fences. I think Fences is the perfect actor man kind of movie. I think Viola Davis and Denzel were great in it, but that's the only good parts of the movie. Ryan Gosling was good in La La Land. I didn't think he was like exceptional. I don't think he's Oscar worthy, but he's good. Nomination, okay, I'm fine with that. Viggo Mortensen is good in Captain Fantastic, good in a otherwise stupid movie. Andrew Garfield was good in an otherwise stupid movie, and Casey Affleck was good in an otherwise stupid movie. The acting Best Actor category is very weird for me this year. I don't understand a lot of these picks. If I had to predict one, I think Casey Affleck's going to win because that's getting the most buzz. That's the perfect actor, man, Oscar winner. I think he's going to take it. If I had to replace anyone, I think I would keep Casey Affleck in for Manchester. I think I would replace Andrew Garfield with himself, but in Silence. I think he was better in Silence. Viggo Mortensen could stay. I think he gave a good performance. Ryan Gosling, I think I would change to The Nice Guys. I think his performance in The Nice Guys was a lot more layered than the La La Land. I think he was still really good in La La Land, but it was better in The Nice Guys. He was a lot more... he was able to show a lot more range, so I would put him the same performance, same performer, but from a different movie, and Denzel can stay. So I would keep the category mostly the same, with the same actors, but different movies, because they picked the wrong movies. But Casey Affleck's my pick, so whatever.
I'm just a backup. Lee, nobody can appreciate what you've been through. And if you really feel you can't take this on, that's your right.
Let's move on to Best Picture. This is the big deal, the big one, the best movie of the year. And they're missing my favorite movies of the year on here, actually. So I'll have a lot to talk about with this one. So for Best Picture, we have Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight. 9 nominations. Immediately, I want to get rid of Lion. I really hated Lion. I thought it was a boring slog to sit through. I want to get rid of Manchester by the Sea. I want to get rid of Hidden Figures. I don't think that I will like that movie. I already can tell what kind of movie that's going to be. I can see it playing out in my brain right now. Fences, take that one out, and Hacksaw Ridge, also take that one out. So I'm taking out quite a few movies from this one, I know. But if we're going to keep it to mostly domestic movies, I think replace Hacksaw Ridge with Silence. I think replace Fences with something like Christine. Replace Hidden Figures with Nocturnal Animals. I'd replace Lion with probably The Lobster, and Manchester by the Sea with Jackie, I would say. For keeping it domestic, I think that would round off the category, all of these movies that I would put in, and I think this made the category a little bit better, to be honest. The Arrival's still a great movie. I love The Arrival. Keep that where it is. And Hell or High Water I thought was great. La La Land I thought was great. Moonlight is great. If I have to pick something that the Oscars are gonna pick, my prediction, I think a lot of people are saying it's gonna be La La Land because the Oscars love that kind of Hollywood, because the Oscars just love self-indulgence and whatever. But I don't think La La Land's gonna win. Actually, I think it is a love letter to Hollywood, but it's not made really by Hollywood. It's made by a director that's not quite in the system yet. Damien Chazelle has only made Whiplash and now La La Land. So I don't think it's quite Hollywood enough for Hollywood to pick it. So I'm going to pick Moonlight. I think Moonlight has that universal appeal, and the Oscars got panned for not having enough diversity in their nominations last year. So I think they're going to go with the upset here, and I think they're going to pick Moonlight. So my prediction is Moonlight. Yeah.
Where's you, Sharon?
For a long time, try not to remember. Try to forget all those times.
At some point, you gotta decide for yourself who you gonna be. Can't let nobody make that decision for you.
Yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. So if you agree with me, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you would have liked to see. Tell me if you think my prediction is going to be correct or what your predictions will be. And me and a couple of friends are actually going to be streaming the Oscars live, our reactions to everything. We're all going to make predictions and then fight against each other for some kind of prize. And we're going to live stream it. So if you want to watch us watch the Oscars and just like watch along with us while we react or whatever you want to do, that's what we'll be doing. I think it'll be a lot of fun. That's kind of what we do every year, but this year we decided to stream it because why not? So if you want to watch us react to the Oscars, and if you want to make predictions and then fight alongside us, you are more than welcome to do that. We'll be probably streaming to Twitch. I'll leave a link to my Twitch down below in the description. I don't have any videos up there because I've never streamed anything, but we'll be streaming that on February 26th, whenever the Oscars are. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.